Hey guys, it's Lulu and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a double U-part wig. And it sounds a little complicated, but I'm also doing my crochet technique with it. I'll show you that later, but I'm starting with this extra large wig cap. Because it is a U-part wig, I'm choosing an extra large wig cap so that way I don't mess up, and if it tightens, it's still gonna fit on my head. So I'm marking my wig by cutting just a 1-inch incision on 2 points where I will have both of my parts, so one in the middle and one on the left side, which is my dominant side part side. So you can see the flap right there, and I'm also coloring in the part as far as I want to go with some concealer. I have this hair from Queen Weave Beauty, and I have a 22-inch bundle and two 20-inch bundles that I will be using on my wig cap. And this is a kinky curly texture, so starting with the 22-inch in the back, I will be going back and forth, starting at the part area for the left side of my head, going all the way around, and pin as you go whenever you're making a wig so that way your tracks are sitting in the right place. But I'm going all the way around to the other side, and I will pin my hair right where the middle part is supposed to be. And I will go back and forth until all I have is that gap in the middle of the two parts. Then I'll work on that. So I'm just stitching my typical stitch, go under, wrap the thread around, go under, wrap the thread around, pull through. Basically the same stitch I always do, so that way everything is secure, and if I accidentally cut something or something accidentally breaks, then I won't have to worry about securing my wig because it's not going to fall apart. So I'm just going back and forth still, making sure I have nice spacing. Do not double up the wefts unless you want it to be like poof, okay? Because it's going to be really thick. It looks thin right now, but it's going to be really, really thick when I'm done. So right here, I'm going back and forth, so that way I can have a nice little U in the middle and then work on my part areas independently. So again, I'm just going to sew through, wrap around, pull through, and don't worry so much about your stitching because it's curly hair. You can't mess this up, so don't trouble yourself, but I will be going around, and now I'm gonna work on the middle part. So the plan is to just go around and go in a snake-like form, and then I'll be done. So starting right here on the right side of my middle part, but left side to you guys, I'm sewing a track down, and I'm gonna go all the way up, and then I'm going to go around, literally go around where I drew where my part is going to be. And I'm going to bring my track down after securing the track right at the top of the part. Bring it all the way down, and I'm gonna sew down, and that will leave an opening for me to cut my U-part wig right there for the parting for that particular part. And after I'm done doing all of that, what I do next is now I'm working on the middle, and I'm pushing up with the track so that way it kind of tucks under and behind the previous track. And I'm going to sew that down and just go in a snake-like form all the way to the other part. And that's all I do for the middle. I wanted to do 3 parts, but I didn't know if I'd have enough hair. I only found out after I was done that I did have enough hair for 3 parts, so I was kind of upset about that. But I might do 3 parts in the future. So I'm almost done with the top part of the wig, and that is all. So now I have my 2 parts, and I am ready to cut and put this wig on my head. But first, I have to flip it over and work on the underside. So now I'm just gonna cut my U part where I had the markings. I'm cutting all the way back, and it makes it easy. That's why I made those little cuts in the beginning, the slits, to make it easier for me to know where my parting was once I flipped the wig over. So I'm just cutting all the way back with my parting. And after I do that, what I do next is get a doubled up weft and I'm just going to sew around the U part. And what I want is for the tracks to go in the direction of the part. So if the track is on the left side where I'm sewing, it should go toward the right side, and if it's on the right side, it should go to the left. So that way it can be easy for me to crochet my 2 braids that will be where my part will be. And I'll show you that in a minute. It's very confusing when you don't know what I'm doing, but you will understand when we get to that point. So I'm sewing the track and I'm making sure it's going in the direction of the part. Always make sure your track is going in the direction of the part whenever you sew the extra hair on. And this is the hair that I will be using to crochet my natural hair, and the rest of the hair is just going to be part of the wig. After doing all of that, I have my wig here and I'm going to put it on my head, and this is what everything is looking like. You can see the 2 parts, and you can also see my braiding where I have 2 braids going forward on each side where my parts will be. So now I'm just going to sew my U-part wig onto my head. I'm not attaching it with an elastic band or anything. I'm literally sewing it down because I will be wearing it for about a week. And I will do a takedown video, I hope. So I'm sewing it all the way around, trying to be gentle because I don't want to have too much tension on my hair. And once I am at the part area, all I do now, I'm only sewing the perimeter. So that little tab of hair in the middle between the 2 parts, I'm sewing that down as well. But I'm not actually sewing on the part area because I don't want that added tension. I'm gonna let the crochet attach my hair to the wig, if that makes sense. So now I'm going under the braids that are for the part, and I'm wrapping some hair around, and all the hair that I'm using to do this is the hair that I stitched on, the additional hair, not the hair that's part of the wig on top. So only the hair that was on the underside, that's the only hair that I'm using for this part. That's why I doubled up so it would be enough. And I'm just putting it on my crochet hook and pulling through, and that's all you do. And it's very secure. Once you do several of them, they will literally hold your wig down, so you don't have to worry about it going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, honestly. And I'm just going under the braid, attaching the hair and pulling through and going all the way around until all of my hair is covered. And that's all that there is to this technique, you guys. It's very simple and straightforward. You can do it on straight hair as well. I have several tutorials on YouTube that span the last, I don't know, 2.5, 3 years. But this is my parting, and it looks pretty decent. I could, you know, tame my kinks a little bit, but I'm just gonna show you one more. And just go under, attach the hair and pull through. This is on the side part, by the way. And that is it. So now I just want to define my curls a little bit more, and I just wet them. I don't know where my spray bottle is, so I just put water on it, and also my Mielle Organics hair milk to just help define my hair and also make it a little bit fluffy at the same time. I didn't want anything too hard like a gel that would super define my hair and then make it crunchy. I didn't want that. So now I'm combing it through after working the products through. This is all the shedding that I had from all of the hair detangling, and now I'm just taking all the hair out from the twist that I put it in, and that's all that I do as far as taking care of the hair. I can do a curly hair routine, I guess, video in the future, but it's very simple and straightforward for me. So here is the hair in all of its fullness and glory, and I'm just going to trim it a little bit. I don't want to trim too much. And that's all there is for this technique, you guys. It's very simple, very straightforward. I will come back maybe a couple of months from now. I will reinstall the hair and do an update on how I feel about the hair. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and just enjoy, I guess, these styling options. I'm gonna put a middle part for you guys so you can see like some real Afro love, I guess. But yeah, looks good with a middle part, and you can also do like faux bangs, kinda just like pull some of the hair forward, and once you pull some hair forward, you can just cut a little bit and that can give you a bang hairstyle. So you can wear it to the side, wear it in the middle, wear some kind of bangs, and you're good to go. So thank you so much for watching as always, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!